Hey everybody, Southern Sage here on a beautiful rainy spring day. So since I can't go out and play in the garden and show you what I'd be doing there, I thought today I would cover the top 5 easiest to grow, most productive vegetables for your garden, right? And I love all of these, and if you stay tuned on the channel, you'll see how to plant them, how to pick them, how to preserve them. We'll be following that all season, because I grow all of these every year. So the number one and most seasonally appropriate, easy to grow thing is the shaker mix. So taking some radish seeds, some lettuce seeds, whatever kind of lettuce you like, throw in some cilantro, some carrots if you want, shake them up, sprinkle them on the ground, dust them in, and get a couple of days like this, and they will come out of the ground and you will be eating fresh radish and salad for a month until it gets too hot for them. So super easy, super reliable. I did a video on this one last week. I'll link it in the show notes below this. So check that out. Number one, and do it right now. Number two is green beans. Okay, and there's a couple of flavors of these. So there are bush green beans, there are pole beans that need a trellis because they're going to get kind of long. And there's also yard-long beans. So I want to call out the yard-long beans because they like the hot. And so if you live in a part of Kansas like I do, where 100 degrees in the summer is an expectation, yard-long beans get a giant gold star. And they're also kind of fun, right? Individual beans can be like literally a yard long, although picking them about 14 to 18 inches is really better. They're more tender and easier to eat. If you let them get literally 3 feet long, they get a little chewy. But they don't care about the heat, and they will make more beans than you can possibly consume. They're a great canning favorite, and they just don't care about the hot. So they are definitely on the easiest to grow vegetables list. They do need a trellis. If you stay tuned sometime in the next week, you'll see me plant a bunch of these on my garden fence, on my cattle panel fence, and that'll work as their trellis. So green beans, yard-long beans. I also grow bush beans. I'm not a big fan of the pole beans personally because I like to can them and eat them all year. And the pole beans just kind of dole out little bits of beans over time, whereas the bush beans make a whole bunch at once. So that was number two. So number one, shaker mix spring greens. Number two, green beans. Special call out for yard-long beans. Number three is tomatoes, and not all tomatoes. So specifically cherry tomatoes, cherry and plum tomatoes, the little ones you want to just grab and snack in the garden all summer long. They are so tasty. One plant will make a copious number of tomatoes. Like you will have fresh tomatoes in a salad all summer long. They make great salsa, great fresh salsa from cherry tomatoes. If you have enough of them, you can can them into something, although it takes a lot of them. But one plant makes a ton. It is great on a patio garden and super easy. Like cherry tomatoes just take off and do their thing. So that definitely hits the list. Garlic is number 4 on my list because all you really do is plant it in the fall, sometime between September and November, mulch it a little. Like I'll show you mine. I have mine mulched with shredded paper, which I can tell you is an amazing mulch for things. I've been experimenting with this. Grass clippings work great too. Just to suppress the weeds a little, and they just do the thing. So come back the following June, and you have whole heads of garlic. Like it's just stupid easy. There are no diseases, there are no bugs. Garlic just does the garlic thing, and then you have garlic. And then number 5 on my list, but it is actually my number 1 easiest to grow, most productive plant in Kansas. So, and this would apply to all of the Midwest, anywhere where it gets hot in the summer for a long period of time, is sweet potatoes. So these things, if you take this little bitty piece of a vine called a slip and you stick it in the ground sometime in May, when you come back in October, you will have like 5 pounds of sweet potatoes underneath it. And I don't care if you're growing in sand, you're growing in clay, if it was 120 degrees all summer, like sweet potatoes just make a lot of food. And all you really got to do is keep the rabbits from eating them when they're tiny, right? Because they will come through, and the ends of sweet potato vines are super tasty. They're super tasty for humans too. We'll talk about that when the sweet potatoes are big enough for me to pick some. But as long as you put something, some mesh or something over them so the vines can get a few feet long before the rabbits come through, that's all you got to do. Like throw some mulch on them. They don't care if it's hot. They don't care if it doesn't rain. They don't care if it does rain. They don't care what your soil is. Sweet potatoes will just grow. And they will make sweet potatoes. And there's lots of different kinds. So I plant white sweet potatoes and the classic orange ones. White sweet potatoes have a much more mild flavor. They're a pretty easy substitute for an Irish potato, a regular potato, especially for my family that doesn't really like the taste of sweet potatoes. And then, of course, the classic orange ones are just delicious. So highly recommend you give sweet potatoes a try. You can also make an amazingly gorgeous potted arrangement with sweet potatoes. Because I don't know if you knew this, but if you walk around and you see all those like super fancy landscaping things with the bright like yellow lime green vines and the dark purple vines, those are sweet potatoes. Those are sweet potato varieties that have been bred for pretty vines. Well, the regular old sweet potatoes that you eat are also pretty, and they also trail that way. So you can put them in a couple of big pots on your front porch or something. I mean, they like to have a little sun. And they make a pretty cascading vine. And then you eat them. Like sweet potatoes. Giant flashing gold star. And if you tune in tomorrow, I will show you how to make your own sweet potato slips, because I'm doing that right now. And I'm going to show you how it works. Okay, so here's our top 5 easy to grow vegetables. Shaker mix, radish lettuce, spinach, cilantro, all those spring things, carrots, all in together, all in one spot. Eat it for a month or more till it gets too hot. Number 1. Number 2, green beans, special call out for yard-long beans. Give them a try. Lots of productivity in a small space and super reliable. Number 3, your tomato, cherry tomato especially. Super easy to grow, produces all summer, more tomatoes than you can eat usually. And garlic, because who doesn't like garlic? Super low maintenance plant. Put 1 clove in the ground, get a whole head back. Easy, not much space, don't need to do anything else. And then sweet potatoes. And try the sweet potatoes. Do it, okay? So come back tomorrow and I'll show you how to start your own sweet potatoes. And I hope you give all 5 of these a try and let me know how it goes in the comments. Stay tuned on the channel and you will see me growing all 5 of these all summer long and see how I harvest them, how I preserve them, and how I grow them, okay? So thanks for tuning in. Give the video a like, give it a share, let other people know what we're doing if you like what you see. Subscribe to the channel and let me know what you like in the comments. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.